What is going on, everyone? It's Scott back from Crypto Croc. I just want to thank everyone who's been subscribing to our channel. You guys are rock. Guys, what I want to talk about today are two exciting news articles that have been released. The first one being Huobi, which is the third largest exchange by volume, has launched a crypto exchange fund. And what this is going to do is this is going to drive up business, and obviously they can put investment into new startups that they will then own a stake in, so that they can ultimately fuel the crypto space. As well as yesterday, we saw Binance doing the exact same thing. Now, the big thing here between the two of the exchanges is that Binance has actually set up $1 billion in terms of the blockchain startup fund, and Huobi has only basically put in 1/10 of that. So, does that mean that Binance is more bullish on this space and Huobi's more, conservative? I don't know. But the fact that both of these exchanges are supporting the development of crypto and obviously starting up a fund is really positive for the crypto space. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you guys about is EOS. EOS has officially forked, and they are in the process of launching their mainnet. And basically, if you guys have already not verified your tokens, I believe it is too late. They are now frozen. But if you had your EOS on, I think Binance and a few other supported exchanges, they're going to take care of that for you. So there's nothing to worry about. And in approximately 4 hours, you should have access to your EOS again to begin trading and whatnot. Now, what I want to talk to you guys about today is a new coin that's hit the market recently called Callisto Network, CLO. And basically, Callisto is currently trading around 4.5 cents, up 46% on the day. And we're seeing a massive, massive swing up, almost like 200 to 300% gains, which is just phenomenal over the past couple days here. So why the sudden influx of interest? Well, we're going to dive in and take a look. So Callisto Network, it's a coin and it can be mined. Currently only trading on very few exchanges, stocks.exchange for the BTC pair, as well as the USDT pair, which is Tether. Very small volume today, but it's actually gaining a significant market cap at 13 million, and it's actually ranked 442 now. So these are the coins that we like to look at. We like to look at these coins where they hit the market and they basically get all sorts of pump, right? And what we can tell here is that it's coming from one exchange in particular. So what is Callisto Network? Well, Callisto Network is essentially, their goal is to audit and make Ethereum smart contracts more secure and more sound. Because right now they're talking about how developers are basically building new apps and smart contracts, and they're not going through the auditing process. They're not really verifying their code. They're not checking bugs. And almost every week you hear about a new coin that's been hacked, or they've had some sort of massive bug fix that they've basically had to fix. And Callisto is aiming to fix that. They want to have their own auditing department where they can basically come in and check the code, make sure that everything's running well, and basically just vet it, right? So they've got a smart contract security system, which will basically be the auditing department of Ethereum Commonwealth. And they're talking about how this is based on Ethereum Classic. However, it's not a hard fork of Ethereum Classic. Is they're just their main goal is to ultimately make the Ethereum Classic code better. They want to work with their developers and they want to work with their own team to make the CLO, which is Callisto Network, better. And they're ultimately going to be rewarding you in CLO tokens or CLO coins. Now, like I said, they actually have some news here about we're waiting for exchanges to respond. Hit BTC, Yobit, KuCoin. These are the exchanges that really step you up and get you more exposure to your coin. Obviously, if you go from like being on IDEX all the way up to like Binance in one day, your coin is going to boom. And I made a video the other day, guys, actually, yeah, 2 days ago about IOTEX. And IOTEX, it was a Internet of Things coin, and it was only trading on IDEX. And what ended up happening was 2 days later, it was listed on Binance. And what ended up happening was a massive 150% gain simply because it got listed on Binance. So that is why it is so important that if you're interested in a coin, that you get in at the early stages, because you have such potential to gain far more than someone that gets in once it gets listed on those bigger exchanges. Now let's take a look at their team here. The one thing that really catches me off guard here is their CEO is not really going by a name and doesn't actually put his photo. So I don't know what it is that he has to hide. If your team is kind of all in and you're taking it seriously, why not put your name out there? Why not put your LinkedIn profile? I don't know. It's just a little fishy for me when I see that. And we've got a couple of people here that are basically just cartoons. Maybe they didn't get around to actually taking a photo of themselves. Maybe this team works remotely. They don't actually have like an office space where they can actually get together. The internet basically makes it so that anyone can work anywhere in the world. So that is a feasible opportunity. Now, these are the pools that are currently supporting mining of Callisto, a whole bunch of different ones. And yeah, so ultimately, yes, we do need central companies to basically take ownership of the auditing process. We don't want code to go into production that is not checked for bugs, checked for gaps in potential like hackers that can get in and steal your wallets or whatever, right? Have like code that can be external facing and can really bring down networks. We saw a week before the EOS launch, basically what ended up happening was there was an extreme code that was, I think someone kind of came out and said that there was a bug in the code, and all of the developers basically rushed in, and like within a matter of hours it was fixed. But these sort of bugs that get into the code, if you don't catch them soon enough, and someone that is a hacker or someone that has bad intentions, they find that, who knows what they could do? They could potentially empty out wallets, or they could make your project basically go to zero, right? So good on Callisto for being a company that's all about auditing and making things transparent, right? So that is what we want to see. Now, Callisto, not a lot of exposure in the market, so I think it does have tremendous potential. But I mean, you have seen a really large uptick. Just in the past couple days, it's gone from like 1 cent to 4 cents. So that's a 400% gain. And as you guys know, 13 million is not a large market cap. Someone could own half this market cap and simply be like, okay, I'm satisfied with my 400% gains. I'm pulling out, and this coin could just tank. So at this point for me, I think it's too late to get involved in Callisto, so I'm not going to be partaking. But it is a coin that I'm going to keep my eye on for the next little bit. And yeah, so with that being said, guys, thanks for watching the video. We're going to be coming out with crypto videos every single day, telling you which ones to buy and which ones to stay away from. We'll talk to you guys later.